Hi guys, how are you? Hope everyone is well. Okay, so there's a couple things I want to talk to you about. One of them is preventing bloat in your dog. Okay, I learned about this today, believe it or not. And so I decided, you know what I learned, I share with you. There is a medical term for it. I'm going to see if I can find it. But basically, okay, this thing is not going to cooperate with me at all. Why, I don't know, but it doesn't want to cooperate. Anyway, if you look up the medical term for bloat in dogs, because there is a proper term for it. Let me see, hold on. Yeah, 1%. That's not helping me at all. Alright, bear with me, y'all. Just bear with me. I'm sorry, I'm off camera and all of that. So just roll with me, please, for a second here. Okay. Come on. Come on. Hold on. Bear with me, y'all. Okay, so it's called gastric dilation and volvulus in dogs. Volvulus meaning, but basically the term means bloat. Alright? What happens is, and I'm sorry about that, this wasn't even plugged in and I thought it was, and that just kind of ruined my whole plan. Anyway, so basically what it is you feed your dog, okay? Your dog eats kibble, usually, or whatever it is that you feed them. And then the kibble makes them thirsty a lot of times. So they will eat all their food and they will drink tons and tons and tons of water because they're so thirsty. So now the stomach is at capacity, and now the stomach is extremely heavy because food is heavy, water is even heavier. Okay? And the way larger dogs in particular are designed, the way their anatomy is, that food and that heavy, heavy, heavy water on their belly, if they become too active after they eat, and they're jumping around and jumping here and bouncing there, what could happen, and a lot of times does happen, is the stomach is so heavy, they're jumping fences and they're jumping up in the air, catching the ball, and whatever it is that they're doing when their body isn't really prepared for that because of the stomach is at max capacity and it's really, really heavy. So what can happen is the stomach can flip. It'll twist and flip. When it does, tissues begin to die because the weight of the belly and the twist cuts off arteries and veins, cuts off blood supply, and that's how the tissue begins to die. 99.9% of the time, many times, I can't give you a percentage, but a lot of times the dog does not survive. Okay? The one guy that was talking about it said that it happened to his dog and he didn't know what was happening. The stomach ruptured, and he said the dog just began to expand, and his belly area was very, very hard to the touch. By the time he got him, because after he ate and drank a ton of water, he jumped the fence outside. He's trying to jump over the fence, and he was just like super hyper, and his body wasn't prepared for that. And by the time he got him to the vet, it was too late. He passed away. His dog died. So I'm trying to get you guys to prevent from doing that. After your dog eats, especially large breed dogs, Milo is large. I mean, he's a big boy. He's 80 plus pounds now, maybe 85. I don't really know, but he's only a year and 5 months. Almost going on 6 months, a year and 6 months. And so after your dog eats, large breed dogs especially, they need to rest for at least 60 minutes or 2 hours. The longer they lay and rest, the better for their body, so that you can significantly reduce the chance of this happening. Okay? Some veterinarians will, when they do a neuter or a spay, they will also stitch the stomach to the abdominal wall so that it reduces the chance of this happening. And the doctor said, the veterinarian said, I would rather do that than see your dog after the fact and it's too late. Okay? So just want to give you guys a heads up. If you have a large dog, you have a large breed dog, this is something important for you to know. Okay? All right. Now, to the other topic at hand, I want to talk to you about how the narcissist basically, because they have brain damage, they do not have the ability to comprehend simple, basic things, okay? So something that a normal person would consider, oh, I know what you mean by that. A narc doesn't get it, and they can't get it because they're in their own zone in their head. So if you watch my video, it has, you just scroll through my videos, you'll see one that has an image of a brain, and it shows different parts of the brain of narcissists that are damaged, okay? Narcissists aren't the only ones with brain damage. Sociopaths, psychopaths, borderline personality, all of these cluster B disorders have brain damage, okay? So you can check that video out. But their comprehension is not normal. Okay? Their comprehension isn't normal, and they constantly twist the reality to their own reality because they're not capable of understanding like a normal non-brain damaged person would. They don't understand. So if you say, and I'm just using this as an example, if you say, I thought you were wearing your yellow shirt today. I thought you said that was your favorite. I could have sworn you said you were going to wear that today. They take that as criticism. A normal person would not. A normal person would be like, you know what? I did say I was going to wear my yellow shirt. Where is it anyway? Do you know where it's at? That's how a normal conversation would go. But when you're dealing with a brain damaged person, they twist what was said and turn it into what they believe that actually means. And when they're done with it, in no way, shape, or form was that the intent of the person who said that to them. Okay? If you watch Lee Hammock, Mental Healness, he talks about that. How, you know, if they don't have a normal response to stuff. So, like, if their partner, this is an example coming straight out of his mouth, I'm not making this up. He said, so if, for example, your partner needs reassurance that, you know, that our relationship is on solid footing, he said a narcissist will take that personally. He said, I know that doesn't make any sense. I know it doesn't, but I'm just telling you how our brains work. This is coming directly from a narcissist, okay? So you didn't have any ill intention, but the way they interpret it in their head, it's a completely different scenario. And then before you know it, you're fighting and arguing, okay? So basically, which this brings me to, because everything that you say and do will be held against you and will be twisted. If there's something that you really, and I've been through this, if there's something that you really, really want to do, and they make the mistake of finding out that you really want to do that, they may or may not come out and say, well, if you behave yourself, because you have a tendency to get out of line. If you behave, we'll be able to do that. You're just going to have to prove to me that you really want to do that by your behavior. Now, I told you that they are a walking, talking hypocrite. So they're hateful, and they're always looking to pick a fight. Every time you turn around, they're looking to pick a fight. But you're the one that needs to behave. Do you see how that doesn't make any sense? Their reality is not real. The way they interpret things is not real. Okay? So if you went to a restaurant with them and they said, well, they probably won't ask you how your food is because they really don't care about nobody but them. But let's just say, just pull this out of the air. They say, well, how was your food? And you say, well, my chicken was a little cold, but aside from that, everything else was good. The way they misinterpret that is you're coming off ungrateful. I spent my hard-earned money taking you out to eat, and that's what you have to say out of your mouth, you unappreciative blankety blank blank blank. You never said you didn't appreciate going out. You never said that. But in their twisted brain, that's exactly what you said. So no matter what you say or what you do, it will be held against you. Everything you say will be twisted. Every scenario will be twisted. Everything will be maneuvered to become something that it's not. And then you're going to get angry and frustrated because you're like, what in the hell are you even talking about? That is not what I said. Why are you talking to me like that? You're so abusive. Listen to how you talk to me. They're going to flip it. So their twisted brain went like this. Oh, hell no. And they get on the defensive for something that doesn't call for that because their brain is not working correctly. Okay? And then you get upset and you say, well, that's not my intention and that's not what I meant. That's exactly what you meant, or else you wouldn't have said it. This is why you cannot win. How and why you can never win with a narcissist, because your conversations are, everything you say and do will be misconstrued. Everything you say and do will be twisted. Their reality does not match the real reality, and you cannot win with someone like that. You're wasting a lot of energy. You're going to be exhausted. You cannot have a normal conversation with these types of people. You cannot have normal discussions with them because they are not normal. And they love to argue, and they love to fight. And my God, they will take out a freaking, let's just pretend this is a magnifying glass. I have jewelry in here, by the way. They're going to get a magnifying glass and they're going to start searching for problems. They're going to search. And they're going to be tickled to death when they find one. You're never going to win with a person like that. You want peace, they want arguments. You want to make love, they want to make war. You explain what you actually meant, and they say that is not what you meant, because if that's what you meant, that's what you would have said. No, I said this. No, that's not what you said. You said this, this, this. Why are you trying to pick a fight? Now, mind you, they started this, and then they're going to say to you, why are you trying to pick a fight? Why are you trying to pick an argument? I knew before the day was over that you were going to start some shit. I knew it, because you cannot have a peaceful day. That's what you're going to be accused of, because narcissists are hypocrites. And they're going to accuse you of what they do. You always got to pick a fight. You can't never have peace. I knew before the day was over we were going to have a fight. You know how they knew? Because they were going to see to it that there was going to be a fight. You cannot win with people like this. You cannot win with people like this. You have to get rid of them. They're never going to get better. They're going to get worse. Everything you say will be held against you. Everything you do and say will be held against you. And misconstrued. And then you're going to get mad. And then they're going to accuse you of being abusive to them. So, you're not going to win. You can't have a normal conversation with them. So what's going to happen is, when you realize that this is a common occurrence, okay, you're going to change who you are. We talked about this before. You're going to change who you are, and you're going to not say anything at all, because you already know that everything that comes out of your mouth is going to be used as a samurai sword to stab you in the chest. So you get to the point where you just don't say a freaking word anymore. You sit there in silence. You have dinner in silence or lunch in silence. Watch TV in silence, which could start a fight too. Why are you sitting here being so quiet? Why are you sitting here being quiet? What you thinking about? You thinking about some other person? You thinking about another man? You thinking about another woman? Because there got to be a reason why you acting so weird with me. You must be cozying up to somebody else. So even when you're quiet, that's going to start a fight. You can't win. You can't win. You got to ditch these people. Okay? Because over time, it's going to mess you up psychologically, physically, your body is going to get physically ill. You're going to be predisposed to all types of diseases. How many times have we talked about that? Many. Cancer, diabetes, liver failure, kidney failure, intestinal issues, headaches, migraines. Okay? This is what you're looking at because you're dealing with a toxic individual. Everything you say and do will be held against you. Your only safe bet is to get the hell out of there and reclaim your sanity. All right? Much love to you guys. Y'all take care. I'll talk to you soon.